Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Hello, everyone. We started the recording. Greetings to everyone to today's webinar. I'm very happy to see you all, and you are rock to come to this webinar. As generally as always, it will be quite interesting. You will learn a lot to actually understand more and how you can share these opportunities that will be presented today. Well, there will be some news in the end. Therefore, dear friends, dear colleagues, dear guys, so put down in the chat one so that this is an indication that you are a newbie. This is the first time you are at our webinars. And put 2 if you have attended several webinars. And you know, it's a great event for me when we have our presentations, as we deliver and share with the others what we have and what makes us excited. Okay, I see that we have one newbie in the Russian-speaking chat. Okay, I see that we have a lot of partners for whom such a webinar is not the first one. And quite soon, I believe, we will have dozens of presentations. And hopefully, when we have our 100th presentation, we all will be present at such a webinar with our teams, as EvoScent is a project for us. This is a business for us, and this is a product for us. And I'm really glad and happy that you attend many times this webinar, but it's important to invite your teams, your friends. When you go to any party or to the cinema, you generally ask your friends to come with you. Do it here as well. Text your partners, text your friends that today there is EvoScent presentation that will explore all those opportunities we all may benefit from in future. So give them a link, and then they will decide whether to attend today's webinar or to watch the recording, the replay. Okay, next slide, please. And before we start, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Galina Zhukova. I am an active Evorich partner, and I've been in the company for about 5 years. And initially, when I joined the world of Evorich, NEEW, I was a bar woman. And you know, my life was quite comfortable. I like talking and meeting new people. I was very active. I traveled a lot, worked in different cities, but I had no time to spend with my family. I was at work, and all my friends came to me to my work. But you know, there is nothing more precious when you see how your children start walking, or your brothers, sisters, your nieces, nephews. You know, this summer, I was very happy to see how my nephew started to walk. And without Evorich project, I would continue working in a bar and would be very busy, because you know that weekends are generally very busy for barmen. But at one point, I decided that I want to change my life. I want to learn something new. I want new opportunities. When I saw our partners to develop and improve and do something new, I realized this life is so interesting. It is quite similar to my job at a bar, but you have freedom. You are free in your choice, in your decisions. No one makes decisions instead of you when you will have your day off or when you have your holidays. And you know, every time I come to my home, it's like I feel nostalgic. I come back home and I feel all those smells in the apartment of my mom's. And it's so cool and great when you come back to your mom and you feel her smell and the smell of homemade food. And you know, when you touch newly borns, they smell of milk and it takes you back to a childhood. And it always keeps me excited. And please tell me, by the way, put it down in the chat. When you come back from your long holidays, do you feel nostalgic about your home? And do you miss your home? For instance, your favorite cushion pillow, or when you go to your granny's, so you feel these smells. And when we were kids, we actually were outside running and jumping. And I believe that the smells are of crucial importance. And the best memories are the memories of our home. And why are the smells bring back these memories to us? And I know that this phenomenon is also has its name, and it is called the phenomenon of fragrance. And this is the scientific explanation. And where does it come from? This phenomenon comes from one literature extract. There was a book written down, and a hero was sponging his biscuits into the tea. And when he was eating these biscuits, he remembered his childhood and those long forgotten memories. Thanks to these cookies, he could recall them. And his name is Marcel Trusto, and therefore this phenomenon is also called the phenomenon of Trusto. And unlike the memories brought through some words or images, this phenomenon of Trusto is about some events in childhood which are brighter and more emotional. And it turns out that for us to feel good, so such memories and the feeling of nostalgia is of high importance. And therefore some smells, some sensations lead to the better work of our immune system and heart system. And they are all interlinked, by the way. And there are two types of perception of smells: recognition of smells and generation of memories. So these are two effects of smells. When we smell something and we understand what it associates with, or we comes back to our memories. And I know, for instance, and many women are very sensitive to smells, to fragrances, and many people even choose their partners by the way they smell. And it does not apply only to animal world, but many people select and choose their partners by the way they smell. And there was the ancient therapy or practice, aromatherapy, which uses the smells to excite our emotions or to generate some vibrations in our body. And you know, many people like myself, when they feel some smells, they start feeling the inflow of some happiness. For instance, I like a lot vanilla candles. At home, I have them a lot. And by the way, please put down in the chat which smells do you like. I like vanilla a lot. I'd like to read it in the chat. Maybe you like the smell of strawberry or the other smells. So please write it down in the chat. Jasmine, great. So maybe you have some other citrus trees. Patchouli. And great. Lavender, for instance, I will read it out. So please tell me what you like. And so that we understand which ingredient or smells to include to our follow-up products. Roses, there are a lot of products. And you know, when I stay at some hotels or when you go to any boutique, for instance, when you go there, they have their smells as well. Many shops use it as well. When you go to this shop or you stay at the hotel, and the purpose of these smells is that you do not only buy the outfit or some products they sell, but for you to remember this. And the use of smells at the hotel is when you stay there, you spend your time there, you get some experience. And when you leave this hotel, over the time, you feel or you remember the smell of this hotel and you remember your experience. It's not like staying overnight and then leaving, but maybe there were great cocktails or some molecular cuisine you've never tried, and it was your first experience. And the feeling of the smell of this boutique, you will always remember the time spent there. And when someone, for instance, may not start working without a cup of coffee in the morning, maybe it is the matter of this aroma. When you actually take your cup of beloved coffee with your nose, you smell this, you actually feel this smell, and this is the way your morning starts. Therefore, smells are an integral part of our life. And EvoScent project is one of the projects that will be a part of our lives. Well, we create the product we all will use. And today, the speakers of today's webinar are great. They are the legends in this industry, the legends of EvoScent. José Manuel Álvarez Rodríguez is the project manager, and I believe without him, nothing would happen, as he is a bridge between the legendary person Ramon Bejar and his partner Sergi Mateu and Evorich on the other hand. And today he will tell you where this idea originates from, the idea to introduce this product to our ecosystem. And today we will meet again Ramon Bejar. He is a perfumer, a master perfumer with over 40 years experience. And when I listen to him, I actually give a deep dive into the world of fairy tales, of aromas, of fragrances. And you know, I'd like to tell you that he is a candidate. His name will be displayed in the museums of perfumes and his collection. So therefore, he is a legendary person, and I'm always keen on listening to him. And most importantly, it's important for you to take notes of what they say, as when you share this opportunity, it's great if you use some tricks they use. And of course, Sergi Mateu, an active participant of the development of this project, we were together in Dubai and for the first time presented this project at Evorich 2021, the 7th anniversary event of the company of Evorich. And you know, the way Sergi Mateu speaks about our fragrances, he makes everyone to listen in all ears. So you will actually listen to him describing these fragrances and then select your favorite. Well, first of all, I'd like to invite José Manuel for us to know how it all started. José Manuel, the floor is yours. Hello, everyone. Hope you are feeling great. And I'm so glad that we are all here online, live. And my special greetings to our newbies, those who attend such a webinar for the first time. And I'd like to tell you all that we've created something magnificent, as this is the start of the project, profit-making project, and the product that will be used globally. And everyone can create in his or her life a brand that will take them to a higher level. And this is MLCI project, multi-level crowd investing project. Next slide, please. And this is the travel pack that was created. You may easily take it when you are on trip. This is what was created for our community. This is the travel kit that will easily be accommodated by your handbag or your suitcase, and you may share it with many people, as this travel pack turns into a tool with a high potential, so that many of you be able to introduce this to the community. And this is why we created EvoScent. We created EvoScent to benefit from the opportunities created by the project in the world of perfumes. And it all starts with this travel pack of samples. Everyone can get it and feel the fragrances created by a legendary person you will meet a bit later, and use these fragrances in our life and develop your business. Next slide, please. And here you will see the design of the bottle of 75 milliliters, the bottle that was created of the best materials available on the market. And we have something no one could be able to find in any shop in this world. The one that you could not buy on any other platform, only through your network. And let's move on to the core part of this project for you to understand what EvoScent is, because EvoScent will transform eventually into top 10 brands in perfumery. And not only perfumes, this brand will include some cosmetic products and accessories, and it will be quite easy to achieve. Why? And because Ramon today will share some news, exciting news with us, and he will tell us how to hit the records, and quite soon we will be able to share this with others, as Ramon will become the first perfumer to achieve something unbelievable, so that our brand is in top 10, global top 10. Next slide. And here you see the evolution of EvoScent project and how it started. First of all, I'd like to tell you that the foundations of this business, the foundations for the development of this project, so the core, is Ramon Bejar and Mateu Sergi. They are Evorich partners for almost 2 years, and they have been developing the ecosystem in their own structure, and they are very active partners of our community, and they get all those materials and everything our community offers through the knowledge they get here. And then after some meetings in Barcelona at our presentations, where I first met Ramon Bejar, I heard him talk. I heard him express his emotions and feelings and the questions he had about our community, the knowledge, the implementation of NEEW, and how he wanted to become a part of something greater. So what we are all part of already. And the way Ramon talks to us is different from the way many other people I communicate daily talk. And I realized that he is an artist, he is a painter, but at the same time, and first of all, he is a perfumer. He is the one who actually shared, and the philosophy and the mission of our company resonated in him a lot. And at that time, I met him, and then we decided to create EvoScent product for our community. I remember that in March this year, a few months ago, at the summit in Dubai, we had a meeting with Andrey, the CEO of our company, where we, in a natural way, told him about the world of perfumes and what fragrances represent as such, and introduced him to this world, the world which actually started a new domain in our business. And today it is available to every partner of our company. To create EvoScent, we developed several systems, technology-based system that will help us to reach out easily about 25 million consumers or users by using this tool that everyone can use. EvoScent is created for you, for users to benefit from this fantastic product, and for you to find it easy to develop and improve your life by using this business system, by using MLCI business model. And it may take you to a new level, and only in 1 month. In 1 month, you will be able to get the knowledge. And in the follow-up weeks, Galina will share with you what to expect at the end of this week. And all those who would like to develop and improve their lives, their professional lives, grow this business, you will get a magnificent opportunity, as this is one-in-a-lifetime opportunity and the product offered by our company. And such a business is launched once in the life cycle of our company. Therefore, use it for your benefit. You may be one of the leaders in your country. You can make decisions in your country. You may become financially independent and free. And this is through the growth of your structures, of your networks, and through the knowledge you will get and you will share with your prospects. And this is the product, the luxury product that was designed and developed specifically for each of us, and which was designed and developed for future growth. And Ramon, together with Sergi, will tell you what this product is about. Therefore, dear partners and friends, please be attentive, as the next part is about the stories of Ramon and Sergi Mateu. And afterwards, I will explain how the start of the sales of 75 milliliter bottles will begin through crowdfunding, and how today you can enjoy this. You may enjoy this. So Ramon and Sergi, I do invite you to meet our partners. Hello, my regards to the entire universe. It's magic, it's miracle. You know, we are all happy. We are all happy and lucky. And I feel this as we are a part of a very beautiful creation, which is the result of inspiration and blessing. Because only when you have your hugs open and your heart open, and your flow of fantasy and imagination you may have, you may create something great, really great. And this is what Evorich inspires us on. And our goal is to implement or to transform the economies which was in dominance before, so that all the funding is not kept by a very small portion of people, but by all the people, or at least by a large community. And it's great and it's important, because then we may see that the world we live today is has inspired, actually expired. But we would like to build a new economic paradigm, which will be not only for our own benefit, for our good, but for happiness, for delight. This is actually which makes us move, so that we can fully enjoy our first fragrances, our first creations. And I would even say our first live human creatures. They are human beings, and we are entering a new era, or a new space, when every human being gets in touch with us to exchange energies, so that we may enjoy each other. And this is why it is done. This perfume is the fruit of very long work and long time experience. And my story, the story of a person, quite a privileged person, but all this became possible only thanks to my living this life. If you believe in absolute powers, it is thanks to it. So thanks to someone whose name is unknown, no matter how we call it, but it was an inspiration. And you know, my entire life is one big passion passion to become fully free from any limitations, cultural restrictions, emotional frontiers, geographical borders, racial, political restrictions and frontiers, to become a person of outer space, a person who is open to infinity. And this way, I actually can make my creatures, my creations close to this infinity. So this is eternal beauty that is generally reflected in the pieces of art. 8 perfumes we created. This is only a start to a great business. When we say that our goal is to be in top 10, we don't say in top 10 of mass market product. No, we want to be near those products or brands that are called luxurious brands, and we have everything needed for this. And the difference here is that this company will be ours. 8 fragrances are the result of extensive experience, and I think that I have created about 500, 600 fragrances. I've never calculated them, but a lot of them. And almost all of them are extremely luxury. Why I say this? Because I've always liked extreme beauty. And when you use brilliant, fantastic materials, the high quality packaging materials, so eventually it gets quite expensive, but my story enjoys the sales for the brand that was #1 in the sales of perfumes for many years. I have signed the confidentiality agreement, so could not give the name. I sold the perfume, which was the most expensive in the history of perfumes in Spain and globally. And moreover, it was actually sold in 25 minutes after it was released in Singapore after the celebration of Formula One at the Lamborghini presentation in the lobby of one of the luxurious hotels in Singapore. There, my perfume was represented. And remember that in this case, EvoScent, the perfume, is the representative of brand, its ambassador. You must simply push them a bit.
And this fever cost $180,000 to the person who bought it. When I say fever, I mean the condition, the state that that person was in when he decided to buy it. And he bought it. He bought it and took it home. Moreover, I've been several times awarded the best award in terms of packaging. And I'm not talking about like monetary prizes. No, you are invited to Helsinki. Everything is paid for. They give you a gift in a solemn ceremony. And there were, 3 like most renowned names in the world perfumery, plus my small name of Ramon Bejar. And it inspired me towards crazy ideas, out of this world. And my first teachers were alchemists that taught me how to turn dreams into reality using the alchemy technology by turning volatility into tangibility. So if it's possible to make a philosopher's stone the elixir of life, that's what I'm talking about. And EvoScent is the son or daughter of it. And I'm sure you will enjoy it. And I'm sure you will also get very serious financial benefits, financial gain from it if you start to doing it seriously. And for that, we will create a product and a training system. All of you will receive access to it, and you will be able to use our terminology, our lingo, our vocabulary, because perfume has its own vocabulary, like paintings and films have their own vocabulary. Similarly, the world of perfumery has its own vocabulary. Very beautiful words, very beautiful turns of phrases, so that when you present our product, you would enjoy doing it and you yourself would realize part of what you are, because sometimes things are more than they seem. And I'm not sure. Well, I could keep on talking about it till the kingdom come, but I think it's high time for me to pass on the microphone to my dear friend Sergi Mateu, and he would try to describe this collection to you and see his flow of speech turn into waves of fragrance and reaching our nostrils online too. So EvoScent and Sergio, I give you the floor. Please enjoy the experience. Hello, everyone. This is Sergi. I hope you can hear and see me. First of all, I would like the moderators to change the slides. Thank you very much. So this is the slide that is part of the Ramon's history. So we can skip it and go to the next slide. Thank you. Wonderful. Here's our collection, consisting of 8 perfumes, which we named the highest collection. Usually people introduce me as an actor, and it is true. And then you might ask why they have put an actor in the perfumery world. And you might be right, because there are actors who enjoy perfumery, who don't enjoy perfumery, and who ignore perfumery. And as for me, I can tell you from the very childhood, I was really passionate about perfumes. I tried my own hand at creating different perfumes, but the life took me on the path of acting, theater. And also I taught acting, and I never, though, lost focus on perfumery, always kept it in my sights. And then I met Ramon, and I hope that you already enjoyed his vision and his ideas and experience during our webinars. And you must have noticed that he is a one-of-a-kind person. He's not just a perfumer, he is a special being, I'd say extraterrestrial. I have no proof of that, but that's what it seems to me. He is very sensitive, and he is like a snake charmer, because when he talks, he charms us. And let me tell you that the world of acting is not simple. It's not always that you can do what you want to do. You are hired, you need a producer, you need a director, and not always the roles that you are given suit you or are to your liking. And then I come across Ramon Bejar, the angel. He told me what he does and what he plans to do. And he has a fantastic global plan project. And I told him, Ramon, in some things you are not as outstanding as in perfumery. Let's say in the issues of logistics and organizations, it's not your strong suit, where I'm quite strong at that, and we supplement each other. And also when we started receiving specific concrete instructions from Andrey regarding the creation of perfumes, I always stayed close to Ramon. I supported him. Of course, he is the creator behind it, while I just structured his work, maybe gave him some advice how to make sure that our fragrances meet different olfactory mentalities Also, I helped describe those perfumes, find ideas and words to describe them, the perfumes. And time will show, but I think that we had quite an interesting tandem, and we will try to achieve our best. The highest collection is just the beginning, and in future, we will have lots of other luxury products like fashion products or accessories. And then I once asked Ramon, look, I told him I'm fascinated, I'm captivated by the world of perfumery advertising. There are always, captivating turns of phrases, images, and words, and nobody says anything about the essences themselves. Everyone talks about brands, allusions, and pictures and images, and there is a super duper advertising company that has lots of money that does the advertising. And I told him, look, Ramon, we start selling perfumes, and let's do that by talking about quality and the idea. Well, first, let me tell you why 8, not 5, 6, or 7. The symbolic meaning behind the word of 8 refers us to infinity, like a full cup, the satisfaction of all olfactory preferences of our global community, because there are cultures that prefer more specific, stronger notes. There are other cultures that prefer subtle, light, flowery notes. And that's how we did our detailed research to satisfy the entire diverse range of olfactory cultures. Second of all, as Jose said and promised, and I would like it to happen as well, those perfumes will be shipped to millions and millions of people. Therefore, those 8 fragrances, scents, can be combined too. And every person can create their own perfume. I, for example, don't have any favorites. I put them every day, and they all inspire me. Some of them inspire me, create this some specific atmosphere. Another perfume reminds me of people that I know. A third one, when I put it on, I tell myself, Sergi, you smell nice today. Or for example, I put it on and I tell myself, I'm like in the orchard. And when we conduct our classes on perfumery, Ramon will be in a better position to tell you about it. But every perfume reveals in a different way, and the smell is different too. So why did we call it the highest collection? Because it was created by a genuine artist, creator, as Galina said, who has more than 40 years of experience. The second reason is that there was a very serious search for the fragrances with the high quality natural essences and components. Not all of the perfumes out there have natural components of them. Some do, but most of them are based on artificial components. Another thing is that the essences are quite concentrated. And when we launch our education, you will see that usually simple perfumes have 10-15% concentration of essences. In our case, it's 30% concentration of the essence, which allows us to call it long-lasting. It persists on your skin for a longer time, especially on natural fabrics such as wool and silk, and it can stay on your skin and your clothes for like 2 weeks, even after you take a shower. And also it's about the approach to creating the perfume. the approach filled with love. So this is indeed an act of creation. That's the better way to put it. It's a perfume that consists of absolute calling to what the creator does, and the result is obvious, is apparent, that you can determine as exclusivity and exquisiteness in pure form. Many would ask, for example, you go to a store and you see a perfume that costs from $80 to $100, some of them more. But dear friends, we need to distinguish between the really quality perfume and any generic perfume out there. And we will work on that to explain to you and to help you form a professional opinion why this perfume is of high quality and should cost more. This perfume and its components can shape or put together like a pyramid of smells. Ramon prefers the image of a sphere because that's how he alludes to the celestial body that has a surface, the atmosphere, and the core. And like the crust, the atmosphere, and the core. And we're talking about the revelation of all the fragrances in all the directions and not just towards the heavens. And those notes, they reveal themselves gradually. The most volatile notes are the first to be felt. When you put the scent on, the fragrance on, this is the first thing that you smell, feel. And then the body, the medium notes reveal themselves. And that's where most of the components are. And eventually the basic notes, the heart, the core notes. They are characterized by deeper and more intensive essences, such as resins, leathery notes, wooden notes. It takes more time for them to evaporate, and they persist. They stay on your body, on your item of clothing longer. So let's start with number one, which is called Evorich. Allow me to put it on because when I describe the perfume, I do it better if I can feel it, smell it as well. I think I can give more passion to it. Evorich is definitely the backbone, is the foundation, what we're standing on. It's our goal towards which we're moving, our future. Evorich has an exquisite yet traditional formula. In professional terms, it's called the notes of the fougere olfactory family. It's a Western fragrance. It has flowery, grassy, joyous fragrances, a heart of moss, tonka beans, and amber, set with lavender and incense. It manifests itself through black pepper, mint, and bergamot. And all this gives off an atmosphere that inspires security and personality, individuality. Let's go to the next one, greatness. Well, I cannot put them all on, otherwise it will be an olfactory orgy. So greatness, yes, here you can feel a rose. It's elevation, it's of our thoughts, it's the driver of our dreams, and the name itself defines the greatness of this perfume. With a heart of roses, geranium, and peach, a base of musk and amber, with top notes of davana and bergamot, all magnificently dressed with the natural essence of tuberose. Tuberose is a wonderful flower, magnificent flower. The result is one of the most exquisite and elegant perfumes. It personally takes me to a wonderful rose garden. And although good perfumes are mainly unisex. They fit both for men and female. I'm sure that women will be very passionate about this one. Tantric is the next one. It's a fragrance that suits best our inner selves, our intimate selves. It's flowery, fruity, wooden essences stimulate our senses and opens up the fertility of our planet with a heart of roses, geranium, and peach, a desk of it's it's greatness. It's a symphony of fruity, floral, and woody notes, which defines the characteristics of this powerful and sensual fragrance that opens up to the wonderful fertility of our planet with a center of cedar and musk wood based on peony. And our limitless sensuality comes into communion with everything. Number 4, paradigma. Not everything as it seems. There is always some extra meaning to things. And then after the first impression comes a deeper impression. From a millenary fragrance with contemporary shades, the paradigm of a new olfactory experience is born. Amber, which is the epicenter of it, the gray amber, or is it called ambergris? Labdanum absolute and benzoin resin becomes the core of this perfume, which wrapped in styrex and violet with an atmosphere of ambretta and elemi seed oils, lead us on a pilgrimage to our origin and destination. Number 5, we called it the fifth element. It's the ether, which we cannot see in our everyday life. This fragrance, wow, I can't even find parameters to describe it. It's a unique creation inspired by the magic and invisibility of the ether. From its core of white amber and cedar wood flows a magma of black pepper, incense, and clouds of smoke that reveals itself through a powerful metallic notes combined with the subtlety of the fruits of the garden of the Hesperids. Yes, literally, it's like clouds of smoke. We have again the notes of citrus, it's lemons and tangerines, a perfume that brings us closer to the limits of the known. The next one, basalt, yet another pillars of our investment business. That's why we decided to choose this particular name. From the solidness of our planet, a form is born. The liquid substance turns into stone and charms us. Just as the columns of the fire turn into stone, the materials that make up this perfume soak our skin with strength and warmth. With a background of ambergris, patchouli, and leather notes, a heart of incense, thyme, and cedar emerges to manifest itself through saffron, bergamot, and cardamom. It's an intensive fragrance that shrouds us in an aura of deep mystery. And now we go to the next perfume, which will definitely inspire women. It's called Dynamic Gold. Gold, yes. Yet another important investment of Evorich. Gold is beautiful in itself, but it is worthless if it's static. You need to give movement to it for it to bear the best of its fruit. So the olfactory frequency of gold could be imagined in the dynamism of this aquatic, green, and aromatic perfume that generates clouds of mandarin, tangerine, bergamot, and rhubarb, releases drops of roses and lotus flower, and reveals a secret heart of a fig tree and musk. It's an explosion of fragrances that will dazzle you with its golden light. And finally, number 8. Number 8, which symbolizes wealth, both spiritual and material. And this is our goal in this glorious community. The spirit of wealth can only be accompanied by the most luxurious materials that surround us. Before that, it was available only to elites. The essence of this fragrance is iris, one of the richest flowers that originates from the magnificent city of Florence. The core of vetiver and white jasmine, ylang ylang oil, manifests itself with bergamot and, as I said, iris flower, which takes us to the absolute wealth and majesty, with the dry notes of the iris, which evokes opulence and prosperity. And so, dear friends, you have now 8 pearls, 8 fragrances, 8 valuable gems to inspire your friends, your relatives, your acquaintances. Later on, you will be told how to get those fragrances and what our business plan is. Thank you for listening to me. I hope I didn't bore you. And I think it's quite useful because you will need all those words to convince people that they can experience it themselves firsthand as well. And first, get the testers, and then they can order the full bottles, 75 milliliters, to make our life better, more pleasant, and feel it with passion. Ramon, I give you the floor. Thank you very much, Sergi. You see, I told you, right, that Sergi can use words to make us feel smells. Words, they travel across distances, across the entire planet, through outer space, and make us literally feel the smell. This is his strong suit, the way he can artfully describe the fragrance. Now let's change the slides and see what is the future of EvoScent. Well, obviously, those images have nothing to do with what we are going to create. It's just a hint of where we're going to and what we're going to do in the next couple of months and years. The way I see this company, the pace I see this company is going, then it will literally take us a couple of months. But sometimes, you know, life can add its own surprises, not always pleasant. Maybe we will come up with other products like household products, cosmetics too. And I'm sure it's going to be one of those universal creams that are good both for men's and women's skin. And I think it will have at least 200 components in it. And it will make miracles. Yes. Like those guys on TV tell us about. But in our case, it will happen too. Bags, why not? If we want to be top 10, dear friends, it's totally a possibility. So, dear friends, when in future you make mountains of money and are able to buy yourself a luxury handbag, you would tell yourself, well, I had a lot of choice, but I decided to go for EvoScent, because if we do start making handbags, they will be made from the best materials there. It's a luxury that makes its claims to infinity. Now, every item should be a piece of art, work of art. Every piece item of our EvoScent collection should be equal to the work of arts of Michelangelo, Da Vinci, Stravinsky. That level, we need to pass on those items to our children and grandchildren. It should be not something that comes and goes in our life. No, it should be something that stays. Consumers, sellers, and co-owners of all of it is us, are us. So let's go to the next slide, and I can tell you more. It will be fragrances for homes. Why not? In order to change the vibrations, the vibes in your home, in the place where you reside and stay, in order to create the atmosphere that would immerse us into the state of wealth and freedom and the wideness of discovery, because the correctly used essences are agents of transformation of the universe, of our waves, of our thoughts, and obviously our emotional state. Can you imagine in future you enter your own house and you feel the fragrance that beckons you to calmness, silence, the state of absolute happiness, calmness, and quiet that invites you to become one with everything around you. It's very beautiful, you must agree. Let's go to the next slide, please. What's next? Jewelry. Why not? Jewelry made from our Ural gold, from our diamonds. Jewelry that will become heirlooms, something to pass on to our posterity, something that will be enjoyed both by men and women. It's going to be very, very miraculous. And here I would like to show you a video that will tell you a little bit more about it. And I would like to send you my best regards.
What association comes to your mind when you hear the word art? Velázquez's Las Meninas, the cinema of Andrey Tarkovsky, music by Richard Wagner. These great artists who predetermined their time left behind a truly great legacy. But what if we say that great art can be tangible? The very art that, instead of being introspective, changes reality. It brings people together, strengthens our image, and determines our social status. Of course, we mean high perfumery. The Evorich team has entered into a partnership with one of the most renowned perfumers in the world, Ramon Bejar, whose artwork can be found in the most luxurious boutiques on the planet. The best known is his personal brand, which has already conquered many hearts around the world. Right now, we're presenting a unique line of perfumes exclusively for the Evorich community, the exceptional EvoScent collection. The rich spirit is designed to attract the abundance and prosperity of both the material and spiritual worlds. By putting them together, you will become invincible. Purity and nobility is emphasized by dynamic gold. It shines a new light on a person, opening the doors to new opportunities and acquaintances. The intriguing fragrance Basalt is imbued with a mysterious and divine essence. The fifth element will bring you closer to the boundaries of the unknown world, to make new discoveries and to create. The Millennial fragrance rediscovered in the Paradigma perfume will inevitably give rise to reflections. It will make you want to learn more about your companion during the conversation, to rediscover each other. The perfume Tantric, imbued with floral, fruity, and woody hues, is designed to awaken sensuality and love of freedom. Based on serene and spiritual energy, the perfume Greatness will help you make all your dreams come true and firmly go straight to the top. Finally, Evorich is the core of the entire collection. Number 1. Strong and flexible at the same time, it inspires confidence and belief in a good future. These fragrances have unique characteristics. They strike your senses and change the traditional perception of perfume. They're long-lasting thanks to the superior quality and proportions of the essences. Paired with the individuality of each person, a well-chosen EvoScent perfume will leave an unforgettable mark on the person that you negotiate or just contract with. Intrigued? See the quality yourself by purchasing these perfumes on our website, EvoScent.com. And feel the widest palette of fragrances created by a genuine artist from the world of perfumery, exclusively for Evorich.
Wow, dear friends, you know, this great master, creator, and speaker like Sergi, we can create the business, big business, with the minimum registration of 25 million new partners registered. And the expected sales would be $2 billion US. And this is all for us, for those who start working with EvoScent and become a part of this project. They will get their part of this 2 billion. And it all starts with a gift, incredible gift. Look. You may keep it always with you, carry it with you. And I'd like through this screen actually give it to you so that you may enjoy it. And now let's have a look at the process of shipment. This is the high quality material and the texture is superb, with golden lattice, and the quality is great. You may take this kit with you and show it all those fragrances. And here you will find the description of each fragrance. And as Sergi said, this is not simply to show pictures, but we here in EvoScent show our people what perfumes are and what it includes, which materials it contains, and how it may impact all of us. And everyone can enjoy 8 fragrances. And there is a question whether they are for man or female, but no, they are unisex. And these fragrances include aromas that have different smells, and we all feel them in a different way. It's like you see this life. We all have our own perception, and therefore it's very important to try it yourselves and to see how these fragrances open. So, you know, some notes may be felt as masculine or femaleish, but each of these fragrances is unisex. And, you know, I told you that every day I used a new fragrance to feel them, to see how it opens up, whether it's masculine or feminine. And you know, they are all different, and they open up with every other hour, and each fragrance will be felt in a totally different way on different people, as the scents are live, like Ramon said. And we are live, our hormones. And when the fragrance mix with your hormones, with your smell, so the fragrance is totally different. And you know, so here in this slide, it's important for you to understand that if you want to get a free gift, you can get it, the first free gift. So the only thing you need, you must be registered with Evorich. You go to EvoScent website, but those people who would like to get the second gift box, they need to have 10 people in their first downline, those who have already ordered their free kit. And you know, to get it for free, you simply pay for the shipment. Dear friends, we are a new company. This is a new project. And we need to actually take a lot of steps so that it is all done in a fully automatic mode. Therefore, we actually want everyone to order his kit smoothly with no problems. The partners who have already placed their orders, they are those who believe and trust the company, develop this business. They are those who deserve most and the best of EvoScent. And this is what we are going to do. So to provide the best to the best partners, those who ordered, as we this way understand how the system works. If it is dependent on me, then everyone would have already had his or her gift kit. But those who have already ordered will get this gift kit in November. And so that you can easily decide to start or to be an active part of this project. And actually, you can start earning thousands and hundreds of thousands US dollars in December. On Saturday, there will be very precious information provided to you. And in the next slide, you will find something very important. For our brand to become top 10 in the world of perfumes, do you know what you need? Scan this QR code, please. Go to our social networks, Facebook, Instagram, and share and like it there, as we have about 2,800 partners as our followers, and actually over 2,000 or even more thousand people ordered their gift kits. And the more followers we have, the more publications we have. And you know, EvoScent is a company, is a new company in our community. But in addition to that, this is the company which is very promising. But at the same time, it is the traditional business model, as this is the visual marketing. The company invests so that any person may learn and understand better what EvoScent is. And you know, there are imperishable opportunities available to those people who've never run their MLCI business. And here you may create structures of thousands of people and do it literally in a month. But if you believe that you are not ready or you cannot do it, it's quite simple. Those people who devote their time to multi-level business, they always offer some products. And now we have the physical product to use to register new partners. And you may actually introduce to this product the entire database of Evorich, because when you become a partner, an ambassador partner, you will be able to learn a lot. And here we understand that we can have access to the company. We can be in contact with the creator. And most importantly, to get bonuses from the promotion and distribution of this product. But by being a part of the ecosystem, you can enjoy those opportunities you can see in this slide. Dear friends, in December, we will start crowdfunding, and crowdfunding will be started for all of us, for all our partners, to earn thousands US dollars literally in a few days. Those people who will devote 100% of their time to this. And what is the price of 75 milliliter bottle? This bottle will cost 197 US dollars. But for those people who today listen to us and get this information, and all those who will come a bit later or be registered later, if you look online, such products could be actually sold, but sometimes those people who sell them even do not understand what they sell. Whereas today you may be a part of our network and have a lot of followers, and you will be able to grow your network quite quickly over 1 month. If you understand what I'm talking about, give me 10 in the chat. But if you still don't understand anything, give me 5, please. I see only 10s in the Spanish-speaking chat and Russian-speaking chat, because I see that they are the people who are well-trained, who every day understand more and more what this business is about. Some people may be shy or modest and don't understand actually what it is about, but you may actually earn hundreds, thousands of US dollars in a month by using this tool. And this tool will be given to you by Galina. But now you may participate, you may engage in crowdfunding in December, and those who take part in it, we have good news for you. The price will be, instead of 197, the half of it, the half of the price of the bottle. This is the price that will be fixed until next August. And now, if you hear me and know what to do, you simply need the minimum order of 4 bottles of 75 millimeters each. And this is the minimum requirement. 4 bottles of 75 milliliters each. And each of them will cost you 98.7 US dollars. But since this is crowdfunding, 62 US dollars is the advance payment through crowdfunding, and it will start in December, and a partner will need to pay another, the remainder before the shipment is done. So the price will be half. It is 98.5, but when the crowdfunding starts in December, you will have to make an advance payment of only $62 US, and the remainder will be paid before the shipment. And you know, today we talk about globalization. This is the new economic process. And remember such technologies as blockchain. Our company is a highly technological company, which keeps a close eye on new innovations and new technologies coming up. And our company has its own blockchain. And this is the reason why EvoScent will start its own token that will be available to those people who will engage in crowdfunding. They may get them. So they may get this token only through crowdfunding. And your involvement in crowdfunding will allow you to convert this token into the EvoScent shares at the nominal value. I already said that EvoScent is a traditional company, and it will be on the stock market. It will, and all those partners may actually eventually get the shares of this company. And the full pack of information will be available in December, and the shipment of these pre-ordered perfumes will be done from April to July 2022. And we will gain our experience through the shipment of these first 3 kits. Those kits or travel pack you may take with you anywhere and act as an ambassador of the product. And this product is physical, is tangible. We may smell it, we may touch it. Therefore, use this opportunity. Don't miss it out, as many partners already enjoyed. Over 10,000 partners already ordered this free pack. And now I'd like to give the floor to Galina. So please be attentive, as this Saturday we are having something important. Those people who would like to learn more what EvoScent is, so please, all ears to Galina. Well, dear friends, what would you say about this news? Next slide, please. And immediately the news. How do you find the news heard? This information is like bomb explosion. Every time when I hear the presentation made by Ramon, José Manuel lives in this project. Sergi and Ramon are the ones who create this atmosphere around us. And as José Manuel says, I always feel excited, and I understand how devoted and dedicated you must be to live with the project. Guys, let's share your reactions in the chats and thank our speakers, because the information they shared is super and gives them a lot of different emotions, saying, wow, how cool it is, super, super, super. Of course, if you like this information, let's have a look at the emotions and reactions of our chats. You know, when we were at Dubai Expo together with one of our projects, which participates in NEEW ecosystem. This is our payment system, Global Unit Pay to be exact. We were recognized as the best crypto payment system in the world this year. And do you know why? Because of our community. As we made so much noise, we were screaming, we were cheering up our speakers, and all those at the exhibition said, it's so powerful, it's so strong. And guys, everything that happens is through our joint shared efforts. Put down in the chat which fragrance you like most, which perfume you would like to order next when a bottle of 75 milliliter is available. So then you will be able quite soon to order it through crowdfunding. I saw that many partners ask whether it will be possible to make an order by those partners who are not qualified investors. That is actually the trick. If you participate in crowdfunding, if you are the person who engages in this, you will get these tokens without the need to get a qualification, whereas those people who participate in the direct sales and order online when we are already on the market and sell our 75 milliliter bottles of fragrances, of perfumes, they will need a qualification. And this is the idea. You help us and we help you. It's incredible news. I'm really grateful to Andrey Havrata for this opportunity available to our community and such great gifts.
So let's sum it up. What do we have for our community? First of all, we are going to always inform you about the EvoScent development and the development of the beauty industry. We're now putting together groups that registered in Evorich, and everyone should register. All newcomers should be registered in Evorich. We'll be talking about all the news in the fashion and beauty industry, so that people, when they buy EvoScent, they also buy the news from that life, for them to become part of our community. We're going to make very cool presentations in the office, in offices, in cafes, in public places with lots of flowers and fragrances. And thanks to our community, we will be showing our ideology to the entire world. Also, we now have our social media launched. So we have from 1,500 to 1,800 subscribers in each social media account. So let's do the following. Open up your phones, launch the camera, and scan the QR code that you see on the screen, and leave your likes, your comments, like our pages. Show the power of our community, because together we are a power. And some of our partners who joined us recently, when they joined, we were around 500 subscribers when we just launched the social media. And after a couple of webinars, we had an incredible growth. And now we have almost 2,000 people. So let's make sure that after this webinar, we would have 2,000 plus. Let's show our power, because not a single company has such a powerful community. Many people make commission fees from their sales, but not in every project you have the chance of becoming co-owner of a project and receive the same gains as the directors, organizers, and managers. We're all one family, one power. And that's why we work together and enjoy benefits together. Our goal is in December to have up to 25 million new partners. Well, everyone might think, wow, this is a very ambitious goal, but it is realistic if every one of us calls their partner, opens our phone book in the smartphone, see how many people we have that we haven't spoken to in a while. And this is your topic for conversation. Call them and tell them, like Mary, Nick, Olga, Jose, Pedro, hello, how are you? Today I attended such a wonderful webinar, and you know what? By just buying the perfume, you can become a co-owner of an entire industry. Do you think someone will turn this opportunity down? I don't think so. And all those who purchased our travel sets already, somewhere on the 15th of November, we will start receiving their first packages. Those who ordered them first will receive them first. Therefore, you will have an opportunity to give the people the opportunity to feel it, to touch it, because every fragrance reveals in a different way on different people. So what I recommend you do is to take one fragrance a day and use it. For example, today you put on Evorich. Tomorrow it can be tantric. So just feel it, feel that energy, and do not mix them up. You know, some people might, do it when they go shopping and then they allow shop assistants to put different smells on them, and then they smell 1,000 different smells. Another thing about those fragrances is they are long lasting. Sometimes we put it on, take a dip in the swimming pool, come out, and it's still on you. This is really cool. So what next is that we will launch our crowdfunding and sales in December. So I suggest now you call everyone you know, write to everyone on Facebook and share this opportunity, because those who will order their travel set now we will be able to participate in the crowdfunding. Also, we would like to set up a huge collaboration with Ugain. We thought that, yes, we need to cooperate with online stores, offer our products in different market segments. But what we need to do is to make sure that our Evorich project participants benefits from it. That's why we decided that collaboration with Ugain will be a wonderful opportunity for all of our promoters to make to gain good benefits. And if you're not yet a Ugain participant, you can become one. You can take the course. We have very good courses. In EvoScent, we're also developing very cool training courses. So do follow our news. If you haven't yet subscribed to Facebook and Instagram, do it right now, and then send the links to all of your friends. You can scan this QR code on here on this slide, as I said, or you can go to the chat, and in all the chats, there are links to our social media. So put likes, comment, and see our growth dynamic after just one webinar, right? And we'll show it to everyone, the power of our community. Also, all those who join the crowdfunding platform will be able to exchange their token points into the pre-IPO shares. Our goal is to make sure that EvoScent becomes the first company in our ecosystem to launch its IPO. So don't miss our presentations. Every Wednesday, every Friday, we have EvoScent presentation at 9 p.m. This Friday, there will be another presentation. So If you know someone who wasn't able to attend today's webinar, tell them that they should definitely attend the next one on Friday. And also, another goal is to create a franchising community, a chain of stores, because here we will earn. And how much, by the way, you would like to earn with the products of EvoScent? Just give me one and then add as many zeros as you want. It can be 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 4 zeros, or even 6 zeros. So write me in the chat if you are bold, if you are brave enough to accept this challenge and make big money. Because for many people, it might seem unrealistic to make this much money, but only in MLCI, we can afford that. When we work for someone else, our limit, our threshold is our salary. And only with MLCI, we don't have any limits whatsoever. This is the imaginary limit, the glass ceiling that you can break through. And who is brave enough? Who will tell me, yes, I accept the challenge. I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to make good money starting next month, so that to start receiving big checks, like from $10,000 and more. Come on, be active. Tatiana, Rose, they're all saying, we all want. Someone put 1 million. That's great. Now let's see what's going on in other chats. Spanish guys are most ambitious, especially Latin Americans. You know why? Because they have the biggest desire to change their life, especially those countries where it's difficult in the economic and political situation. That's where people are most active, because they know they can't, they know they deserve, and they want to change their life. Great. I'm very, very proud of you guys. And I see that we have active people in the chat. Those are people who will have a passive income in December of $10,000 more. And what do you need to do for that? Let's go to the next slide. Drum rolls. Just come to our webinar on Saturday, where you will get the best knowledge ever. We will share with you our practical work, how we do it, how we make money, and how we achieve a monthly passive income from $10,000 or more. You will receive instruments, real cases, case studies that you will be able to use. We have prepared for you a package of instruments, a tool set that we're going to give to those who will participate in those webinars. And only those who registered in Evorich will be able to attend those webinars. So if you have friends who are interested in this opportunity and who haven't yet joined our community, send them our link. Tell them about it. And if you already have an ID site, then it's even better. Show it to them, and then they will be able to choose whatever they want. We decided to hold the same webinar twice for people living in different time zones. We will hold it at 10 a.m. Moscow time and 10 p.m. Moscow time. So choose the time that fits you best, with a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper or notepad, and with the desire to earn as much as you have written in the chat. And I'll be waiting for you there. And hopefully now when I go to the social media account, I will see 2,000 people at least subscribed. Let's do it. Let's do it for the benefit of our community. And this is it from us today. I will be waiting for you on Friday with our presentation, you and the people that you bring, the newcomers that you bring. And then when I ask my question that I ask every webinar, do we have newcomers? I hope that there will be only newcomers putting ones in the chat, because that's what it means. So thank you and see you later. Bye-bye.
Cuando la prosperidad desciende desde lo alto, lo sublime y absoluto, cuando tiene una infinita vocación por la belleza, cuando está cargada con la más potente de las energías, de un maravilloso vórtice de tipo superior, surge EvoScent. Este flujo nos rodea de lo hermoso, de lo noble, incrementa nuestra vibración, autoestima y seguridad, disfrutando así de todos los momentos presentes del vivir, desde una conciencia universal, la que nos lleva a ser uno con todo. Prosperidad que siempre se manifestará en este nuevo mundo que estamos creando de arriba a abajo, de lo espiritual a lo material, invirtiendo así las energías económicas que han imperado hasta ahora. Así es EvoScent, un nuevo proyecto de Evorich, una nueva compañía desarrollada por un excelente equipo de exitosos artistas, tenaces empresarios y grandes comunicadores, y respaldada por toda una comunidad de afortunados inversores, dedicada al desarrollo de una sublime colección de productos en el mundo de la moda, la cosmética y el lujo, cuyo objetivo final es el de convertirse en una de las 10 compañías más importantes de este sector a nivel mundial. Y en el corazón de este fascinante proyecto se encuentra el prestigioso perfumista Ramon Bejar, con más de 40 años de exitosa dedicación al mundo de los aromas, considerado uno de los mejores perfumistas del mundo. Sus creaciones han sido número 1 en ventas a nivel mundial, vendidas en los almacenes más importantes del mundo, con innumerables reconocimientos internacionales. EvoScent comienza su curso desarrollando una sublime colección de perfumes de altísima calidad, The Highest Collection. 8 exclusivas fragancias que abarcan tendencias y gustos que pueden satisfacer las demandas más exigentes de la mayoría de culturas olfativas que configuran nuestra comunidad. 8 perfumes diferentes y a la vez complementarios con el denominador común de la exquisitez y la exclusividad. ¿Cuál de estos perfumes es el tuyo? Quizás todos, cada uno para una ocasión. Pruébalos y entra en el mundo EvoScent.